Hey Cancer couples, okay, so this video is for you guys. This is for May 2017. I just started this channel not too long ago, so for those of you that have been subscribing, commenting, just giving me feedback, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I definitely want to dive right into this. If you guys want further clarity on what's going on with your situation, I'll leave everything in the description so you can get in touch with me, okay? Alright guys, so so the energy of your reading was the Empress in reverse. So when I see the Empress in reverse, especially as an energy for your reading, the best thing I can say to you guys is trust your intuition this month. With the Empress in reverse, it could mean that you might be feeling, a little in your head at the time. You might feel like you're a little unattractive or whatever, but this is more of like a mental setting. You're not unattractive. You guys are beautiful people. So whatever your intuition is telling you this month, definitely follow it. So I am doing a past, present, and future spread. And let's just dive into your past, okay? So the first card I pulled for your past was the Ace of Cups in reverse. So with the Ace of Cups in reverse, this is showing me that you may have had some repressed feelings within the relationship. Maybe something happened where you felt like you needed to take a step back. You didn't want to fully spill everything that was on your mind. So there's that sense of repressed feelings. There's that sense of wanting to get something going off the ground, but it's just not going off the ground right now. But to clarify that, I did get the Queen of Pentacles. So whether this is you, whether this is you or somebody else, you guys are, and this is in your past, but you guys were going about things in a way that you're trying to be, smart about it. You're trying to take the right steps necessary in order to see what's going on with the situation. It's like you were doing your due diligence. You were doing your research. You weren't going to jump into anything without having the facts to support whatever it is you're trying to do. So that's, that's not a bad thing. It's always good to know, what's going on with the situation. The next card you guys got for your past was the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this is showing me that there was a little bit of, I don't want to say chaos. Chaos is a very strong word, but there wasn't harmony in terms of the relationship. So you guys might have not been seeing eye to eye. There could have been arguments. And to clarify that, I got the Seven of Cups in reverse, which showing me that if you had any illusions about, this situation, you were coming to clarity about whatever was going on. And sometimes coming to clarity about things causes, some disruptions in a relationship. But there's definitely things that you were coming to clarity about, and you and your partner may have just been, bunting heads a little bit and not seeing eye to eye on certain situations. Now the next card you guys get for your past is the Death in reverse. So this is telling me that you're having a hard time, ending some sort of cycle within this relationship. So if there's, unhealthy habits, or there's something that you were doubting, or there's something that you wanted to move away from in this relationship, it's like you're trying to move away from it, but there's like that delay. And this is in the past, okay? And also in your past, to clarify that Death in reverse, I got the Six of Swords in reverse. This is telling me the same thing. With the Death in reverse and Six of Swords in reverse, these cards are so similar. This is you just delaying, moving on from something. Okay? So moving on to your present situation, I did get the World. So with this energy of you just not, being able to move on from either a situation or a person, with the World, this is showing me that you did. So if there was some problems that you guys were having in a relationship, it was definitely duked out. You guys, came to some sort of resolution, and you got the Judgment card to clarify the World card. So with the Judgment in the World, it's like, this is what was supposed to happen. Things, however it played out, was the way it was supposed to play out. Okay. Moving on, you did get the Nine of Swords in reverse. So again, you know, if there's anything happening in the past that like there was fighting or arguing, you guys are in a much calmer place now. So you're out of your head about things. You're not really stressing as much as you were in the past with your partner. But even though, you know, you're not stressing anymore, you feel a sense um, of boredom maybe within the relationship, because I did get the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you want something new to start, you want something spontaneous to start, but like there's some sort of block right now. You're having some sort of block. Maybe you can't let go of what was happening in the past. Maybe it was just, you know, something that's still in your head, but there's some sort of block right now. But you are out of your head about it. It's just you're not diving headfirst, you know, into moving forward with the situation. It's like you want to take your time, but you kind of feel blocked in the sense about whatever it is that was happening in the past. Now, the next card for your present, I do get the Ten of Cups in reverse. So guys, you know, something was happening in the past. I definitely see you, you know, coming out of things and just trying to move on from whatever was happening in the past. But with the Ten of Cups in reverse, this makes me question how you're feeling right now. It makes me question if you're genuinely happy in the situation, or if you're faking it just for the sense of faking it. Because with the Ten of Cups in reverse, this is telling me that you're just faking that happy family. You're faking, you know, that family abundance of stability and not abundance, I don't want to say this again, but it's like you want the world to think that your relationship is awesome, and deep down it's really not, you know. But although you might be faking it, it's like you're letting go of burdens. So you might be faking it for now. Maybe you are trying to get over certain things. Maybe you're faking it towards your partner, or they're faking it towards you. But it's like you're trying to push through whatever it is that happened in the past, and you're trying to let go of these burdens. Okay. Now the next card you guys got, and this is moving on to your future. You did get the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is someone who can be codependent. This is someone who could be just kind of a leech in a sense, like they just expect you to do a lot for them. They feel self-entitled. This is the type of person, like, especially with Cancers, I know that you guys are very, very giving people. You're very loving, and you want to help in every way that you can. But with this Nine of Pentacles, this is the type of person that, like, they feel so self-entitled that you're so reluctant to help them in a sense. So you have this sense of, you know, someone who feels self-entitled, someone who feels a little bit needy, a little bit too clingy, a little bit too codependent. But then you get the Queen of Wands. And this is someone who's like a leader, and this is someone who can move things forward, and this is someone who has passion. So it's like, I don't know if this is the same person, or if this is you and your partner's energy is just kind of conflicting, but like it shows one person who's very codependent and another person who, you know, has that leadership, who knows what to do in terms of the relationship. And this is for your future. So maybe, you know, maybe this is one of you just having a little bit more power over the relationship, in a sense. You know, there could be that person who's needy, and there could be that person who just, you know, they wear the pants. But moving forward, I did get the Devil. So with this is showing me that, you know, you could be in a, and this is for the future, you could be in a bit of a toxic situation. I did want to clarify that just to, you know, see what I was talking about. You got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is definitely something I want to be careful, you know, that you guys should be careful with. With the Devil, and the Knight of Cups in reverse, either it's you or it's your partner, but someone is being extremely manipulative. They're saying and doing whatever it is they need to do to have control over the situation. And that's, I mean, getting control in this sort of way is just really foul play. With the Knight of Cups reversed, this is someone who they come off as loving, like, oh, you know, I do want the best for you, but at the end of the day, no, they really want the best for them. And they're going to do and say whatever it is they need to get what's best for them. This is somebody who they could, you know, they could have the personality of a cheater. It's not saying that they are cheating. I don't see any cards here of infidelity at all. But with these two cards, I see nothing but someone who is seeking self-gratification. So if this is you, come on, dude, that's not cool. If this is the other person, check them, put them in their place, because that's not cool. Moving forward with your future, I did get the Knight of Swords in reverse. So with the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is someone who's kind of running into a situation and they're not really thinking about what they're saying. They're just running into things. They're saying what they need to. They're saying whatever is on their mind, regardless of who it hurts or how it affects other people. So this is kind of an asshole who doesn't care how you feel. So whether this is you or someone else, you know, that's an energy that's coming, you know, for your future. And then to clarify that, I did get the Chariot. So there's someone who's going to be, you know, coming in a reckless sense. But it's like you're gaining control of the situation. So you know which way you need to go. It's like, you know, I know this person's coming at me in this certain way, but I know what it is I have to do. And with the Chariot, and just with the cards and how they have played out so far for you guys, it's like you know what you need to do, but when I further clarified it, it's like maybe you don't want to do what it is you know you have to do, because the next card I got to clarify it was Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So you're feeling a loss, like you're feeling like you're losing some sort of abundance. So it's like you're moving forward in this. That's like I said, I don't see betrayal or like cheating in the situation. But this is kind of, I see the situation in the future as you knowing the path that you have to take in terms of this relationship. But it might be something that's hard to do for you. Usually I would leave it off there, but I wanted to give you guys more clarity on what was going on. So I did ask for a card of advice. I did get 4 that came out. So for your advice for this month, I did get the Ten of Swords. This was your first card. So you have this toxic situation, you know, in the future. You have someone who's saying whatever it is they need to say to get what they want from you. And there's going to be some sense of betrayal. You're going to feel like, you know, like this person stabbed you in the back. The next card you guys pulled was the Six of Pentacles. So although you feel betrayed, you feel like there's, you know, an even give and take. I see a lot of internal conflict. It's like you're trying to end old bad habits within this relationship, but there is that sense of feeling betrayed, but it's like you're still trying to work and you're still trying to be even about things and you're still trying to work things out in that sense. Now, the next 2 cards I got was the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And I got both of them in reverse. So this is showing me that someone in this relationship is just not going about it in the best way they can. They're being immature about things. They might be throwing tantrums. They might be having like these emotional roller coasters. Like they're fine 1 minute and then they're blowing up your phone the next minute on some crazy shit. And you're like, oh my God, what the hell is happening with you? And it's like, you want to start something new. It's like you want this relationship to work. You want it to have that fiery, passionate, just that fiery, passionate feeling that you know it can have, but there's like some sort of delay. So there's something here. It's like you're just faking something, and you know, with this toxic energy, it makes me wonder, you know, what's going on. So you're gonna feel a sense of, you know, you might feel a sense of being betrayed, but it's up to you guys, honestly. You know, I see this going either way. You could be, right now, it might be hard to like start over with this person, But, you know, if this is a situation that you guys feel like you might have to take a breather from, like, I totally get it. But just be careful, because I do see someone who's very, very self-seeking. So if this resonates with you, be aware of that person and make sure that they're not pulling one over on you, okay? Because cancers are great people. You know, I'm good friends with many cancers, and, you know, I don't want to see you guys going through this at all. But there's definitely something that needs to be addressed within the relationship. You know, maybe you guys have to have a heart-to-heart. And I guess the best advice I could give to, you know, any of the cancers watching this, or anyone who's cross-watching this who's with a cancer right now, is if you truly feel like you love this person, put everything to the side for a second, have like a face-to-face conversation, and remind yourselves why it is that you got with each other in the first place. Sometimes we go through so much that we forget why it is we fall in love with somebody. So I think that you just, in this situation, just sit down and have a talk with this person and see what it is that you really want, and find that clarity and try to get back to the basics of why are we with one another? Why is it that we started it in the first place? I don't see any breakups or anything like that. I just see you guys kind of maybe being passive about what may be going on, because I don't see too many cards of action. I don't see you really, I don't want to say putting in an effort, because, you know, you are putting in effort, but if you feel like something's wrong, or if you feel like you're faking something, then definitely have that talk. Remind yourselves why you love this person. Remind yourselves why you're with this person. And, you know, even if you have to go home and make a list, pros and cons, you gotta see which list is longer. Is this something that you want to fight for? You know, and if this is something you want to fight for, and you do love this person, and you do want to be with this person, then fight. And remind yourself why you want to be with this person. And work towards it. But, you know, with everything that I see here, you gotta make a decision, guys. You know, if this is what you want, then fight for it. If this is something that you don't see working for you, then, you know, go about it in the way you need to. But I just see a suppression of so many feelings, so I just feel like maybe you guys aren't communicating the best that you can. But just be honest. Just be honest with your partner. If you're not feeling happy, if you feel like you're faking things, then do whatever it is that you need to do to fix the situation and make everything stable again. Now, if you guys, if this resonated with you, definitely let me know. Subscribe, like, comment. And if you want your own personal reading, just to see what's going on with you guys specifically in your present situation, I'd be more than happy to help. And I do offer same-day readings. So yes, let me know. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great month. Take care.